Gotta ask you about Kamala Harris. How you feel about her?
She's a piece of shit. I was in California. She lacked professional competence, and she worked on it by hiking up her hemline when she needed influence rather than researching.
Judge Joe Brown did not hold back against Kamala Crazy Harris, and today I'm going to show you guys a full clip of what he has said, basically stating how Kamala Harris, potentially our next president of the United States, how she became of power, how she was able to go up the ladder and become what she is today. And trust me, it does not look that great for Kamala. So let's listen together and we'll discuss it in a bit.
Since Kamala Harris is most likely to be the Democratic nominee, it's good that she has solid endorsements, like TV judge Joe Brown.
But I gotta ask you about Kamala Harris. How you feel about her?
She's a piece of shit. I was in California. She lacked professional competence, and she worked on it by hiking up her hemline when she needed influence rather than researching.
Former Judge Joe Brown has resurfaced to make sure that everyone knows that Kamala Harris slept her way to the top, referring to her method as the casting couch.
And I want to backtrack to a comment you made earlier about the casting couch. So that's true? Like, cause I always heard this rumor that she slept her way to the top. That's true?
She did. She's old. She's 60 years old.
Joe goes on to explain that Kamala's former lover, California politician Willie Brown, took her in as his mistress, got her an extremely well-paid part-time job at a medical firm, and set her up with all the connections to get her into politics.
The Times did a thing about this thing she had allegedly with an NBA player to get a job with a big law firm, and then a thing they did on her with the assistant director for the district attorney's office to get on with them, and then Montel Williams, and then back to Willie Brown, and then the rest of the whole thing, and she winds up with a Hollywood lawyer type not long before she runs for senator.
Now that you guys have seen that clip from Judge Brown, what do you guys think? To me, it's this media, especially the mainstream Democratic media, left-wing media, picks and chooses what they want to say. I mean, you would think that this story of Kamala Harris would be all over the news. The people that really only talk about it are people on TikTok and social media. But we don't really hear from CNN. We don't really hear from any other big news organization, which makes me think, why do they go so hard in on Trump? Trump basically has, for any little thing, they want to take him to court. For any little thing, they want to send him to jail. I mean, we all know about the situation with Stormy Daniels. It was all a lie. It was all false. But now with this situation, we potentially our new president, first female president of the United States, we have all of these allegations that are coming up. And why haven't we seen the same treatment that we see with Trump? You would think that Kamala Harris should go to also court and explain all her situation. And if this is in fact true, why hasn't she come out and defended herself? Maybe it is true. I don't know. What do you guys think? Please share, please subscribe. And if you guys like this content, more will come. See you guys on the next one.